to the gym the other day, and I can only train my right side, and I can train my legs, but I've got this that when I'm in the gym, I've got to have that apparatus that holds my arm snug against me when I'm sitting here. As long as my arm is propped up away from my body right now, and then it's on my other thigh, so it's like my arm is like this below me, just like it would be. The only difference is I don't have that fucking sling cutting into my brachial plexus.
Why don't you do
But
the pencil like Bob Dole, maybe, since you've got
well,
the
there's nothing
position?
wrong with my hand. I sit there
But
all
you've got
day.
the arm in the so many.
Yeah, but I mean, this is. I sit there all day with this fucking green ball and squeeze this thing,
Mm.
and then I was able to do this last workout. My Doc Holman said that I could do tricep push downs. So I did because if you do a tricep push down correctly, when you contract your tricep, you cannot put any tension on your bicep.
What did I see you on video doing? Which exercise was that?
That was just range of motion.
Oh,
That was just to get this motion into my arm. But this is my good arm. I just did that with.
right.
I'm not supposed to do that yet. I'm not supposed to
I didn't
do
see you
that.
on a machine.
Yeah, I can do that, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it with the. I'm pulling that with my right arm.
Oh, it
So
wasn't your
it's.
left.
I'm doing it with both,
Okay, so that would be your left arm. So you're allowed to exercise the arm.
but not. I I put this hand. Okay, this is my left hand. So,
Correct.
and it's below my nipple right now. So I put the handle here, and then the other one's here. So as I pull that, this one goes up, but I can't fucking because
So it's not
my
exerting the left
my
side.
rotator cuff is I've got anchors on the outside of this rotator cuff, and it's all hooked together. It's too soon to pull my heavy ass arm through those sutures.
Mm.
So I have to, but by doing that, I'm not getting like most people can't do that exercise for a long time. I could do that 3 days. As soon as I got the bandage off, I could do that
Right.
because I've done it so many times. It just the first 4 or 5 hurt like they hurt like hell,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then after that, they say do 12, you do 30 because it's just movement, and then when you get done, you ice it, and that's it. Like tomorrow's a gym day, so I'll do um, 4 sets of Yates rows, like a seated row. I'll do 4 sets of an incline hammer strength. I'll do um, 4 sets of a Scott preacher curl that I sit down in. I'll do 4 sets each arm triceps, and then because I can't lay and I can't hold onto, I can't do anything hamstring wise
Mm.
because I can't lay on my chest. So I can't do hamstrings. So I'll do 3 sets of leg presses on a selectorized that I'm seated. So I'm seated on a selectorized up. I'm not at a 45 where I've got to get myself up and down. It's just I sit right into a seat. The seat kind of goes like this that I push, and I'll do 3 sets uh, wide, 3 sets narrow. Yeah, that machine there. 3 sets wide, 3 sets narrow, and then I'll put my feet at the top of the platform so it hits my hamstrings, glutes, and that's it. That'll be my workout.
Right. Well,
And
listen, you're still getting in the gym. You're still keeping the
yeah, and I
schedule.
actually I went from I dropped as low as well. probably like 264, something like that. And then I was right at, I was 270. So just, and that was like, all I did was I added my creatine. I take 10 grams of creatine. I was taking all my magnesium and all that other stuff. I upped my water and I started to work out. So just by upping my water, taking the creatine, then your muscles are going to fill with, you're going to get a little bit more fullness to your muscles. And I can even see it, like I can see it in I can see it in my chest. Like people don't realize this, but if you train, so while I train my right side, I'm getting a 44% muscle retention on my left side because there's a crossover activation. So and people don't realize that.
No, I didn't. And this is the consistently the one topic where you are alone in the ocean when we get into the. I'm appreciating the education, but I can absolutely add nothing
Yeah,
to
it's
it except to nod my
really
head.
it's so important and I mean I'm talking light. I'm not because when you like that hammer strength incline, you know, like it's if you put too much weight on it, then you're going to do this. Like you're gonna
To you turning your body.
and this is you're gonna fuck this up. So you gotta get. I mean, I have a 45-pound plate that I put on that thing, and I just do, you know, 12 to 15 reps. But I do them, and I'm learning, and this is my newest thing that I'm going to do when I come back at full. I'm going to slow down. That's my incline machine. I'm going to, and for me, I've got to put that seat all the way down and sit my ass out to get to get it where it's actually hitting the collarbone kind of extension to where I hit my upper chest. There's better machines, but as far as when you're injured, you need to be able to sit your ass flat and put your feet flat
Mm.
because you've got to keep your back even. So
All right. Well, that's
900 surgeries later, I've got the recovery down.
like Linus Knight did when he asks, "Where the f did the Nash interview, the one with the neon green gun shirt, uh, that's no disappeared? Was it WCW history? No, that was guest booker. We had Kev book the if the Outsiders had stayed, what he would have liked to have seen creatively happen in the company."
I just had lost the lead to American History X to Ed Norton.
Right. So that was 1 month out of your neo-Nazi skinhead preparation, but it was for
Uh,
a role. Didn't you say you had just had long hair for something? And
yeah, I'd done a movie and I probably came back from China or whatever, but anytime I dye my hair, I cut it all the way off.
I was thrilled to see you with the crew cut and the lime green shirt, ready to be on camera. Um, Jody Harris, I need workout advice. I'm a few years younger than you, and I work out 5 days a week. In the last 2 weeks, when doing leg press on machine, I felt a light pop under my rib cage. Then later in the day, pain for a few days. What am I doing wrong? Advice.
Number one, if you're a couple of years younger than me and you're working out 5 days a week and it's weights, you're training too much, you're not recovering. That would be my first advice to you. I would think that most people, I would train maybe I mean, and I'm talking about weight training. It's completely different if you do weight training for 3 days and do cardiovascular for two. Um, your ribs during a leg press would tell me that you're not breathing. You're holding your breath. And you're pushing, and you're probably either jacked a rib out or something, or cracked some cartilage.
Mm.
That. cartilage in between, you're definitely not breathing.
Okay.
Your breathing's not right. So I would lower the weights on everything for a while. Make sure you're
Don't lift more
breathing.
than 3 days, you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, you should. The perfect at our age, because our joints are so busted up, it should really be you do your push day, which is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Maybe 3 working sets of chest. I would say 4 working sets of chest. I would actually maybe go 5. 5 working sets of chest, 3 working sets of shoulders, and 2 working sets of triceps. Then you go to legs. You do your compound movement, which I would hope if you're close to my age, you're not squatting. Uh, the downside injury wise is much too high for what you're going to get out of it. Um, and then I would do probably Romanian, some kind of a stiff-legged. Not, I would do some kind of a deadlift, some kind of a, but light. I do it in a Smith machine. Something for your
What are the
hamstrings.
Romanian what do the
You have to
Romanians
just
have to
look it
do with
up.
this one? Okay.
And then I do a calf raise. And then on your pull day, you're going to do back. You want to do something for thickness. You want to do 4 sets of rows, 3 sets of pull downs, and then 3 sets of biceps. Maybe 2 sets of do 2 sets of biceps, and maybe 2 sets of hammer curls, and that would be my workout. That's not including the warm up sets, but I'm talking about you know finding something that you can't get it on 11th rep.
All right. Joe Weider would be proud of this episode. Lindsay, the cupcake girl, my new husband and I are going to be in your neck of the woods at the end of June for our honeymoon, staying in North Redington. What are some things we need to do and see when we are there? Neither of us have been before.
In my neck of the woods?
North Redington, is that Illinois? Or Michigan? North Redington. I assumed it was something in Michigan.
Well, let me see. I don't know where the fuck North Redington.
North Redington. Oh, no, Florida.
North Redington, Florida?
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you where it is. I'm feeling like it's
North
West
Redington
Coast.
Beach.
Indian Shores, Indian Rocks. Okay, so this is
You're
just
nowhere,
south of Tampa.
you're nowhere near me.
Yeah.
I'm on the ocean, sweets.
Other side. Gee, he's on the Atlantic.
Yeah.
You're talking about
You're talking. You guys are on the kiddie pool. You're in the Gulf.
You're on the Gulf.
There's no waves over there.
It's she's going to be south of Clearwater, Tampa,
Yeah.
etc. Ah, shot. How about in the audience, Steve? Send me some folks who are sitting here as part of the Click This TV 11 Soft
Yeah,
Club.
that's 175 miles from my house, 3-hour drive.
David Van Bogelen. Hey, Dave, could you please say I never had a problem with David Van Bogelen? I want to use it as my ringtone.
I never had a problem with David Van Bogelen.
Tremendous. Well done. It's the best cameo you'll ever get, David.